You're standing at the edge, your heart pounding. You know what you have to do, but something's stopping you. It's fear, the fear of failure. We've all been there, feeling that overwhelming sense of doubt, wondering, what if I fail? It's a fear that can paralyze you, keeping you from reaching your true potential. Take Michael Jordan, for example. The greatest basketball player of all time wasn't always successful. In fact, he was once cut from his high school basketball team, but instead of letting failure define him, he used it to fuel his drive to succeed. Failure didn't stop him. It pushed him to be better. So how can you overcome the fear of failure and turn it into your greatest strength? Let's break down 5 proven ways to conquer that fear and unlock your full potential. Number 1, reframe your mindset. Fear of failure often stems from seeing failure as something negative. But what if you saw it differently? In psychology, there's something called the growth mindset, developed by Dr. Carol Dweck. It's the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning from mistakes. When you see failure as an opportunity to learn, rather than something to be ashamed of, you change the way you approach challenges. Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, try asking, what can I learn from this? The more you embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, the less power it has over you. Number 2, take calculated risks. Fear of failure often stops people from even trying in the first place. But here's the thing. Taking no risk is sometimes the biggest risk of all. Rather than avoiding failure, focus on taking calculated risks. Think of every big success story, whether it's starting a business, launching a new project, or making a life change. There's always a certain level of risk involved. Start small, with risks that feel manageable. Gradually, as you gain more confidence, you'll be able to take bigger risks. And remember, it's okay to fail along the way. What's important is that you took the leap. Number 3, practice self-compassion. We are often our own worst critics. When we fail, we can be incredibly hard on ourselves, but learning to practice self-compassion is key. A study from the University of Texas found that people who practice self-compassion are less likely to fear failure because they treat themselves kindly, especially in moments of defeat. Imagine talking to yourself the way you would to a close friend. If they failed, would you tear them down, or would you offer encouragement? Extend that same kindness to yourself. Failure is part of being human, and it's how you respond to it that truly matters. Number 4, set realistic goals. Sometimes we fear failure because we set ourselves up for it with unrealistic goals. If you're aiming for perfection every time, you're likely going to feel disappointed. Instead, break down big goals into smaller, more manageable ones. Achieving small wins along the way builds confidence and helps you see progress, which can ease the fear of failure. For example, if you want to run a marathon, you don't start by running 26 miles right away. You start by training a little bit each day, gradually building up your endurance. Setting achievable milestones gives you the momentum you need to keep going, even when setbacks happen. Number 5, embrace the unknown. The fear of failure often comes from the fear of the unknown. What happens if things don't go as planned? But here's the truth. The unknown is always going to be there. No one can predict the future. Successful people are those who learn to live with that uncertainty and move forward anyway. Remember, every time you step into the unknown, you're expanding your comfort zone. The more you expose yourself to uncertainty, the less intimidating it becomes. And with every new experience, whether it ends in success or failure, you're growing. Fear of failure is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. By reframing your mindset, taking calculated risks, practicing self-compassion, setting realistic goals, and embracing the unknown, you can break free from that fear and move toward a future full of possibilities. You see, being undefeatable isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to stay down when life knocks you down. It's about choosing growth over comfort every single time. You have the power to break free from the limits of your comfort zone. It won't be easy, and there will be moments of doubt. But each time you step into the unknown, you're building an unshakable foundation of resilience, strength, and confidence. So the next time you're faced with a choice, comfort, or growth, remember this: the only way to become undefeatable is to keep pushing beyond the limits you've set for yourself. The world is waiting for you on the other